What's up guys, my name is David and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode in my horror review series. Today we're going to be talking about Halloween Kills, the latest movie in the Halloween franchise. This is now the third Halloween movie that is part of the Halloween canon. As most of you know, there was a bunch of other Halloween sequels, but those no longer count. There are three movies that are now part of the Halloween canon, and those are Halloween, Halloween 2018, and Halloween Kills. And those are also the only three Halloween movies I have seen. And before we get into my thoughts of this movie, let's talk about my opinions on this franchise as a whole. I thoroughly respect, appreciate, and enjoy John Carpenter's Halloween. I think it's a fun movie, a staple in the horror genre, and really film and pop culture as a whole. It's simple yet distinctive and now iconic. I could never call that movie overrated. However, it's not a film that I personally love, and that's because when you boil it down, it truly is a dude stalks people and kills them. That is Halloween. And it's fun and enjoyable, of course, but if you're looking for depth in Halloween, you're not gonna find it. Maybe like a little bit, but it's surface level themes. It's like, bad people are bad, and that's kind of creepy. Why are they bad? Halloween 2018 tried to add a little bit to the lore and added some more depth, but overall it still was just a fun slasher, and I really enjoy Halloween 2018. So overall, I'm not the biggest fan of this franchise. I can watch these movies and enjoy them. I definitely want to get through all of the movies and just get a full opinion on this series, but overall, not a diehard fan of this franchise. I just like seeing fun stuff happen. Now we get to Halloween Kills, and like I titled this review, this movie really thought it did something. From what I read before I watched this movie, I was ready to get just a dumb Halloween movie where Michael Myers just kills people. And that definitely happens. The kills in here are gruesome, but this movie really thinks it's smart, and it's not. It's not. First, let's talk about the positives. Overall, this is a fun movie, for sure. The kills and tension are awesome and are on point. This really encapsulates the feeling of Halloween and what makes this franchise special. Halloween 1978 is a perfect, cozy, fun Halloween movie to watch on Halloween night. It is great in that regard. And Halloween Kills has that similar feel. For the next 90 minutes, enjoy a cozy and fun Halloween slasher flick, and that is this movie for the most part. Now we get into where this movie just kind of goes off the rails. There are two things that this movie does that I'm sure the writers must have had the highest god complex in writing this, because the way it comes across in this movie is so pretentious. The B-plot of this movie is that the town is rallying up to kill Michael Myers. Evil dies tonight. And that theme right there of mob mentality, a monster making other people monsters, that's cool. However, it is executed in such a Disney Channel way to the point I'm pretty sure someone says, Michael Myers made us a monster. You didn't have to say it. You didn't have to make it that obvious. I wish I could just point and laugh at how unsubtle these themes are, but once again, the movie really feels like it's doing something special. Laurie Strode, the most iconic final girl of all time, is in a hospital for the majority of this movie, really the entirety of this movie, and that's fine. It's realistic. After the end of 2018, she should be in a hospital for the whole time. But Laurie Strode's whole purpose in this movie is to, one, be in a hospital, and two, give a monologue at the end. Like, the whole second part, the whole B-plot of this movie is meant so she can give a monologue, and the monologue is so basic, so boring, but once again, the way that the movie delivers it, you get the impression that the writers were convinced that they were Shakespeare when writing this. This movie is just so confused on what it wants to be, because it could easily just be an over-the-top fun slasher, but also the B-plots and the messaging and the themes are so pretentious that it can't just be a fun, dumb slasher. And listen, this has nothing to do with social commentary. Most of the social commentary on here isn't even anything political. It's just the idea of fear and mob mentality. Maybe a little bit with the mob mentality part, but overall, it's nothing political. So my dislike for this, nothing political there. So just wanna make that clear. It just doesn't mesh well with could have been a really simple, basic, dumb, fun, enjoyable movie. Even the gore in this movie, like, it's there, it's bloody. You could call it awesome from time to time. There are some pretty sick kills, but even that just feels like gore for the sake of gore. Nothing like Hereditary, which is some of the coolest, grossest gore you will ever find. And that by itself could have been the movie if they just leaned into that horror, into that gore. That would have been fun, because when there's tension in this movie, it actually works really well. The main guy who leads the mob, there's nothing wrong with him or his character. It's really cool stuff, and he plays his part really well. If they just kind of leaned into that, that would be fine, but they kind of try to go back and forth of this is a fun, dumb movie, also take it really, really seriously. And I'm absolutely not saying that it has to be one or the other, or that you can't balance dumb fun with some smart messaging. I'm definitely not saying that. But this movie tries to ride the middle line way too much, and in the end, just feels messy, pretentious, annoying, and forgettable. But listen, even though I levied all of these complaints, I would still say go watch this movie. I'm gonna watch it again. I'm probably gonna show it to people because it's at its core, it's still fun enough. However, overall, would I say this is a good movie? No, I definitely can't say that, but there are parts of it that are fun, but even that fun aspect, like, oh, it's a fun movie, even that is muddled. Also, one final thing that I have to say is that this movie is part 1 out of 2. This movie is not complete. It is very much set up for the finale. And there you have it. Those are my thoughts on Halloween Kills. Let me know in the comment section down below. Have you seen this movie and what did you think about it? I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. May the force be with you.